Okay, here's a function, and we're asked to find out which one of the options A to D is correct. And these options are about the limit as x goes to plus or minus infinity. So what I will do is I will do both of them, which means x going to infinity and x going to minus infinity, and see which choice is the correct one. So the first limit is the limit as x goes to now plus infinity of the square root of 9x squared plus 1 divided by 5 minus 2x. As x goes to infinity, the numerator will go to infinity, the denominator will go to minus infinity, and this is indeterminate. So what I will do is that I will pull 9x squared out of the square root and see if there's any cancellation that can take place. So this is what? This is the, if I take just 9x squared as a common factor, now inside I have 1 plus 1 over 9x squared, and the denominator is still the same. Okay, now this 9x squared will come out as the absolute value of 3x out of the square root, and that is going to be 1 plus 1 over 9x squared divided by 5 minus 2x. Now we do not need the absolute value because everything is just positive. So this is going to be equal to the limit as x goes to infinity of 3x times the square root of 1 plus 1 over 9x squared divided by 5 minus 2x. I will just divide the numerator and the denominator by x. So this is going to be 3 times 1 plus 1 over 9x squared divided by 5 over x minus 2. Now as x goes to infinity, this is going to go to 0, and this will go to 0, and then the answer to this is just minus 3 over 2. Okay, now if I want to try the other limit, which means as x goes to minus infinity, the only thing that will matter is this. So this x is going to minus infinity, and now this will go to infinity over plus infinity rather, and again here this is going to minus infinity. Okay, and also here this is going to minus infinity. Okay, now for the absolute value I will need a minus sign here, so that's very important because x is negative now, and minus 3x is the actual value for the absolute value of 3x. The process is more or less the same, so I will just divide by x. So this is x going to minus infinity of minus 3 multiplied by the square root of 1 plus 1 over 9x squared divided by 5 over x minus 2. And now as x goes to minus infinity, now this is going to go to 0, and this will go to 0, and the answer to that is plus 3 over 2. So as x goes to plus infinity, the answer is minus 3 over 2, and as x goes to minus infinity, the answer will be plus 3 over 2, and the answer to this question is just C. Okay, here is another exercise that involves the limit as x goes to infinity. This time it's the square root of some rational function. The square root is a continuous function, so we pass the limit to the argument of the square root, which means inside, and see what happens. Now this limit now could be written as such. See the square root of the limit as x goes to infinity of only 3x cubed. This is the highest order term in the polynomial, and the other terms will contribute slightly to the limit, and can be ignored. And in the denominator we have the same thing, so this is x cubed. So this is going to be the square root of the limit as x goes to infinity of 3, and that's 3, and that's the square root of 3. That's the answer. Okay, another exercise with x going to minus infinity. Now we are experienced with this. As x goes to minus infinity, the numerator will have a contribution from the highest order term, which is 4x squared, and that is going to be plus infinity. The square root of that is infinity. Of course, down here we have 1 minus infinity is a plus infinity. The square root of that is plus infinity, so this is indeterminate. So the way that we do this limit is the following. See, we take the limit as x goes to minus infinity. The numerator now, we pull 4x squared out. So this is 4x squared as a common factor. This is going to be 1 minus. Now we have 2x over 4x squared plus 1 divided by 4x squared. And in the denominator we have, now since x is going to minus infinity, that we know that the denominator is actually positive, because that will be 1 minus a negative number, so that's a positive number, so everything is positive, so we can remove the absolute value with no charge. So this is equal to the limit as x goes to minus infinity. Now 4x squared will come out as the absolute value of 2x, and now this is the square root of 1 minus 1 over 2x plus 1 over 4x squared divided by 1 minus x. Now since x is going to minus infinity, 2x is actually negative, and in order to remove the absolute value, we have to multiply by a minus sign. So this is minus 2x multiplied by 1 minus 1 over 2x plus 1 over 4x squared divided by 1 minus x. I'm going to divide by x up and down, so this is going to be the limit as x goes to minus infinity. That will be minus 2x, and divided by x, so x will disappear. So this is 1 minus 1 over 2x plus 1 over 4x squared divided by now 1 over x minus 1. Now as x goes to infinity, this minus infinity, sorry, so this is going to go to 0. That's going to go to 0, and this will also go to 0, and the answer will be plus 2.